literally blinked and I finished the book in a day, which is like where everybody's like, what? And I was like, honey, all of them. Hey guys, my name is Kitty. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be another weekly reading vlog. So today is Thursday. It is 2:57, so checking in a little later in the day, but I have been a busy bee doing a bunch of work, running a bunch of errands that I had to do, and I just finished cleaning up the fridge, deep cleaning the fridge. It was an adventure. And then we decided to place a grocery order, which honestly, the way that I hate going grocery shopping, it's actually kind of insane that I haven't started doing grocery pickup. So we decided to set up a grocery pickup, and I think it's going to be available later today, so we still have a couple of hours before we have to go pick it up. But it was so easy. Like, it was so much easier than like going to a grocery store, and I'm just like, why have I not been doing this? This is genius. Like, this is literally genius. So that was really nice. So now that the fridge has been basically all cleaned out, that means we can put in our groceries into a clean fridge, which is honestly the most satisfying thing. I also wanted to see if I can get ahead of some schoolwork or reading, so I think I'm gonna do that while I have this little bit of a break. But yeah, I don't have any more reading updates aside from like what I said in the last vlog. I literally am starting this the day after, but we're still gonna be reading these two books, A Wolf in the Garden and Goddess of Filth by V. Castro. I don't have like updates on either of them, but I do want to focus on finishing these this week. And these are going to be like my final two books of my like Goodreads challenge goal, because I'm at 98 books. So one of these is going to be my 100th book. We'll see which one it is. I'm thinking it's probably going to be A Wolf in the Garden, because this is way chunkier than Goddess of Filth. So I feel like in a sitting I could finish this, but this is going to take me a little bit longer. So I think this is going to be my 100th book, and I hope I love it, because I'm having doubts about A Wolf in the Garden right now, but hopefully as I continue in, those doubts will go away and I will love this book, because I love werewolves and I want that. I want that so So today is Monday. I have not checked in on this vlog in a little too long. I'm just falling into that habit of like not checking in when there's like no reading updates, and I kind of want to stop doing that, because I still want to check in and talk even if I don't have any like reading updates to give, right? Because I still want to like document what I've been up to. So yeah, unfortunately got into that bad habit, but I'm gonna try and fix that the rest of this week. So yeah, like I said, today's Monday. So yesterday I went to my first estate sale, which was really fun. It was very picked through, because like when you're like gonna go on to an estate sale, like you can look at the list, the things are going to be selling online. I think I used like it's estatesales.net or something to find estate sales, but they'll usually like include pictures of what they're going to be selling. And when I first looked at it, like there was so many like little trinkets and little things, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. But I went on the last day of the estate sale, because I just like was busy with like work the other days. Why do I over explain? Oh my god, I need to stop. So I went on the last day. It was a little picked over, but I did find like a cute little shirt. It's like a long sleeve, like kind of striped shirt. I got a little like scarf. Sorry, I can't show you any of these things. They're all like in the wash right now. And then I got a book. I got the Stepford Wives, which I can show you. So let me just grab it because I do have another book. Actually, I have quite a few books to show you. Okay, this is actually going to turn into an impromptu little haul because I have quite a few books that I want to talk about and show you guys that I haven't shown in other vlogs because then I forgot. But I recently cleaned up some shelves, so I took these out because I was like, oh, I need to show them on the vlog because I don't really like filming book hauls because I just don't like to. So I thought I would show them to you here. So yesterday I got The Stepford Wives by Era 11. I found this at the estate sale. It was $1. I haven't seen the movie, but I am excited to read the book and then I'll watch the movie. And then after that we went to Barnes & Noble's and I picked up one book, but I'm going to show you guys the rest of the books, but I didn't buy these all in one day, okay? So the book I got at Barnes & Noble, because I've been recommended this book a couple of times by you guys, so I picked up Phantasma, yes, by Kaylee Smith. Everybody's been reading this. I feel like I'm kind of late on the hype train. I'm always really late to like hyped books because I don't know, I just get nervous. I get like, I get scared of like hyped books, so then it like takes me a little bit to read them. There are obviously exceptions to that, but like, for example, I read Fourth Wing really early on before it picked up all the hype that it got. So that was good. So I was like ahead of it. But I feel like if I had heard about Fourth Wing during the whole hype, I feel like I would have put off reading it and I would have been so sad because I love that book so much. Anyways, I want to read this, but I'm probably going to wait a little bit because, you know, I'm so bad at reading hyped books. I'm so bad because I don't want to let the hype kind of like give me too high of an expectation and then me be disappointed. So the reason I don't really read hype books is because I want to give myself time to like, you know, let all the hype go down. I'll start hearing people like pick it apart and like say like it's not that good, and then like I feel like I'll manage my expectations to where they're like at a normal level, and then I can give the book like a fair chance. I'm excited to read it, but it's going to be a little bit until I get to it. But I'm excited. I'm excited. So pick that up. Then I picked this up. This was a straight up cover buy. Like straight up cover. I was literally not interested in this at all. Honestly, which is weird because like now that I know what it's about, I'm like, why wasn't I interested? This is vampires. So I picked up The Stars Are Dying by Chloe C. Peñaranda? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I feel like I am, but we will see if I'm right. So this is the first book in the Nightfall series. So look at this cover, okay? So I saw this and I was like, ooh. And then I heard vampires and I was like, ah. And then I saw this and I was like, oh my God, hold on, okay? I was still like, because it doesn't have the best ratings on Goodreads. Also, side tangent, but why are people on Goodreads so mean? Oh my God, I cannot with people like reviewers on Goodreads. Y'all need to go outside and touch some fucking grass. But when I saw this, I was like, yes, I'm buying this. Look at how fucking gorgeous. Oh my God, you're fucking kidding me. Like, you think I'm gonna see her and I'm not gonna buy this? Are you out of your fucking mind? Hell yeah, look at him. Oh my God, I was like, yep. This book is so pretty, and this is like the standard edition. Like, this was the first printing. I was like, okay, just casually like slaying this whole thing. Wow, beautiful. I'm so excited to read this. I've heard mixed things, but then again, I don't even know why I care about it because like I never really agree with anyone's rating. Like, I definitely don't have a booktuber that I'm like, oh yeah, like we have like super similar taste. Yeah, like I feel like I'm always an outlier for like a lot of the things. Plus a lot of people that I follow don't actually even read what I read, but I still love watching them anyways. I feel like for me, booktube, like it's about people's personalities, not that I'm like really trying to find like book recommendations. I just like to like watch people and their vlogs and hear about what they're reading, even if it's like not something that I would pick up. Like, it's really more of like a personality thing for me when I'm watching booktube. So yeah, even though I've heard mixed things about this, I don't really care. I still want to read it. And I want to check it out for myself and see what I think. And also it's vampires. Like, come on, that is so me. Like, of course, I want to read this. Then I ordered this because I'm pretty sure, and I might be lying, but I feel like I'm like 95% sure that Emma Hamm, who wrote Whispers of the Deep, which is going to be my favorite book of the year, I'm pretty sure she said that this is one of her favorite books. And I saw another author post about this as well, because I don't know if you guys saw on Instagram, like the top 5 books, top 5 movies, you know, that whole thing that was going around. I'm pretty sure another author that I follow that I like also said that this was one of their favorite books. So immediately I was like, okay, I'm buying it. It has such a, like, the cover is so, like, it's not good. It's not good, but the synopsis, she got me, and that's Land of the Beautiful Dead by R. Lee Smith. So this is a cover. It's not good, okay? And that's, I'm so forgiving for covers. Like, I love the cheesy early 2000s paranormal romance covers. Like, I'm a fan. This is not a good cover. Like, this is just not a good cover. Like, it's not. But the synopsis is so good. I'm gonna read it to you, which I don't usually do, but I'm gonna read it to you because I feel like a lot of y'all would be down to read this. So it says, she would dare anything to save the world from his rule, even his bed. He ascended from the darkness years ago, Azrael the eternal, Azrael the undying, Azrael who is death, bringing with him the black rains, the fire, the scouring of the sky, and the eaters. Now he rules the walled city of Haven with his favorite children and his dead court, while all that is left of the living struggles to survive in the ruins of a world that used to be their own. But even as extinction looms, humanity will never surrender to their monstrous conqueror. For Lan, this brutal life has been the only one she's ever known, but she still believes it can change. If the war can never truly end until the Eaters are ended, she will go to Haven, to Azrael himself, and demand he end them. Which is so, like, cunty. She was like, I'ma go. I'm gonna tell him. I love her. To her surprise, she does not immediately die the hero's death she expected. Instead, Azrael offers her a chance to convince him, and all she has to do is submit herself to the chill embrace of the Lord of the Land of the Beautiful Dead. I cannot wait. And this author also wrote The Last Hour of Gone, which is also on my TBR because I remember someone recommended it to me, so that one was also in here as well. I'm thinking about it, but I had to get this one. I'm so excited. Does that not sound so good? Like, come on. I can't wait. And then the final book, speaking of early 2000s covers, I love this cover so much. Like, I think it's fantastic. When did this book get published? Okay, this is a 2011, okay? I love it. I think it's fantastic and beautiful and gorgeous. So this is Archangel's Consort by Nalini Singh. This is the 3rd book in the Guild Hunter series. Look at this cover. Look at it! Oh my god, I think it's fucking beautiful. I'm such a fan. Have I read the 2nd book in the series? No, I got the 3rd. I'm going to read them. Like, it's going to happen, so I see no problem with this. So yeah, I love this cover so much, and I literally can't wait to read it. Oh my god, I know this is going to be amazing just from the cover itself. Love it. So yeah, these are the recent acquisitions. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, but I haven't shown these in the vlogs because I would keep forgetting to mention them because I would take like 5 days to check in on here, so that is on me. But now there's a little book haul, so that's fun. Now to the reading updates. I finished Goddess of Filth by V. Castro. I finished it this morning. I cried. I cried so many times reading this book. I have issues with it, but I fucking cried. Okay, so I gave it 4 stars. I want to talk about what made me cry, and then I also want to talk about some of my issues with the book. So this is a possession horror. It follows a group of 5 Mexican girls who do a seance and they kind of call forth a spirit. because they're angry with the world and they're angry at the situations that they are in and just the unfairness of the world. And I feel like, was there a more perfect time to read this book? I don't think so. I feel like it really tapped in why this election and everything that happened and the results make me so fucking angry. So this was the perfect time to read this book. And honestly, I think that's also why I was so emotional reading it, because it's so relevant to what's going on right now. So it's a possession horror, but it's definitely not what you expect when you get a possession horror. So let me read the lines. So this is like on the 4th page, okay? Just so you can get an idea of why this book is so relevant to what's going on right now. If there was something or someone listening, I had to see it. I was broken in faith as I was in pocket. This was a time when you had ICE storming around like possessed stormtroopers on crack, people getting shot trying to learn or pray or buy milk, stories of people going missing, bodies of displaced people washing up on the riverbeds and coastlines for all to see, to cry about, but ultimately forget. You've heard of the Cold War. This was the beginning of the border wars. I wondered how much time was really left for any of us. I think I would have settled for the devil himself if he promised me things would work out in the end. For me, for my friends, for my sisters who couldn't even spell their names yet. Oh my god, even reading it back gives me fucking chills. Okay, sorry, I had to move to a different setup because my camera is dying, so I need to connect it to the charger. Well, since my camera is dying, let me wrap it up here. This is another line that also made me sob. I'm here because would you not answer a cry for help? I look different. My language is something not everyone understands, but the stories from the past are important. Human history has been one of chaos, and in chaos, many things become lost. People are subjugated and integrated whether they like it or not. I'm here to revive those stories from the source. I have traveled a long way through light and volatile stardust. The stars in the night sky are moth holes in space and time, and the bodies of the larvae between each hole are the means of travel. But here I am. In this place, I feel like an indecipherable message in a bottle, but the messages could fill volumes. So many voices, so much blood. And that legitimately made me sob. And I feel like people that are products of colonization would understand why this made me cry. And it made me cry, the line specifically, like, people are subjugated and integrated whether they like it or not. And I feel like growing up, I'm obviously speaking on my own experience, obviously, but growing up as a Mexican American, I feel like you don't realize until you're older and you start understanding the history of your people. And it's very weird to feel like a byproduct of colonization and know that it will be really difficult to reconnect with the part of yourself that was colonized, if that makes sense. It's so sad. Like, it's so sad, and it made me cry. Like, truly, I was just like, I was very, very emotional reading that. So yeah, I love this. I love this. I think it is really relevant to what's happening today. And I think was this whole thing that was happening on Bookstagram where people were talking about keeping politics out of reading. If you think that you can keep politics out of reading, what the fuck are you reading? Like, truly, what are you reading that makes you think you can keep politics out of it? Reading is inherently political. How can you read these stories, okay? Oh my god. How can you be like a reader, read these stories about people overcoming their oppressors? Like, that's literally the plot of like every fucking fantasy romance that everybody is fucking obsessed with right now. How can you read that and then think, keep your politics out of reading? And obviously, not to get on my high horse and pretend like I'm not problematic. I'm sure I do problematic things, say problematic things, but we're all growing, and I hope that we're all growing in a positive way and like towards and being empathetic towards our fellow human being. Anyways, this was great. Now let me talk about my issues with this book. First of all, I feel like the pacing of this book is really weird because I feel like there's like an emphasis on things that like don't really matter, and I definitely wanted the book to refocus more on what was going on with this like possession. I definitely feel like that should have taken a little bit more of center stage. I wanted to see more of the friendship between the young women that was described. We're just told that they're like really good friends, but I feel like we don't really see that too much. I would have really enjoyed learning more about their friendships, or just learning more about each of the girls. I definitely wanted to learn more about like what was going on with this goddess of filth. I would have loved some more expansion on that. But I do understand that this is like a short book, so it's like I can't ask for too much. But it definitely makes me think that for me, I think V. Castro, like reading a full-length novel by V. Castro is going to be the way to go, because I have a feeling that a full-length novel from her I would definitely give like 5 stars to. And I do have one, and it will be one of the book club picks for next year for my book club. So a little spoiler for y'all. It's going to be The Haunting of Alejandra, I think, which is a Llorona like retelling. So I'm very excited about that, and it is like a full-length novel, so I'm really excited to see what I think about that, because this is my second V. Castro. The first one I read was Hairspray and Switchblades, which I loved, and I would love a fucking series from her with that story. I think it's so fucking cool. Those are my thoughts on Goddess of Filth. Very happy I finished it. I haven't done any more reading in A Wolf in the Garden, but that is next on the agenda. I want to see if I want to continue with this. I'm going to give it 100 more pages, and if it's just not vibing, then I'll just DNF, because this is way too huge for me not to be enjoying the reading experience. So those are my updates for now. Oh, it is Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, it is Wednesday. I had a really long day today. I'm so fucking tired. I should ended up taking a nap, which is not something I do often because I hate napping. But yeah, I'm really tired today. So I wanted to catch up with y'all because I finished a book yesterday. I finished my 100th book yesterday, and it was not a book that I was currently reading. It was a spur of the moment thing. Okay, it was a spur of the moment thing, and I don't know what happened. I literally blinked and I finished the book in a day, in an afternoon. Like, seriously, I think it took me like 4.5 hours. I finished it. So basically what happened was I got off work and I was like done, and I was sitting on the couch and I had my phone on me, and Fiona fell asleep in my lap, and you know, obviously I couldn't get up and disturb her from her perch of sleeping in my lap. So I was like, I'll just start a book on my phone, like, cause on my Kindle app. So I remembered that I heard Laura Thalassa talking about this book. I'm pretty sure she posted it on her stories, and I immediately like added it to my list because I'm pretty sure she gave it like 5 stars, and she was just raving about it, and I was like, oh my god, like I need to read that book. And it's also like super up my alley. Like the way that it was pitched, I was like, that is so me. So I had it like saved, so I just like was like, huh, let me just start it, like let me just let me just start it. Oh my god. Okay, let me tell you which one it was, because like I literally devoured that book. I devoured it. I finished it so quick that like I don't even know what the title was at this point. Like I was just in it. Okay, it is called A Curse of Fate by Jamin Eve. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. So, hold on. Fiona, you can't be on the desk because you were crazy. A shifter paranormal romance, and it follows this woman who, she's been like on the run from like just shifter. You know what? Hold on. Let me try and like explain what this book is, because I explained it to Miguel yesterday, which is hilarious. So this is following a world where shifters are a thing. There are different types of shifter: wolf, bear, tiger. What other shifter do we see? Dragon. Like there's all the shifters, probably. I mean, I think those are the main that we talk about, but like it's just shifters are a thing. And they've kind of like formed cities. So there's like shifter cities. So they're kind of like separated from like the human population, but like you can go out in the human population, but you just have to like ask for permission essentially. So the idea is that all shifters have to be registered and have to like join a pack of some kind. Like they can't just be like out there just doing whatever, because their pack, they have like pack hierarchies, and usually if somebody stays like unbounded and just like doing like being alone, they kind of just like kind of go crazy a little bit. Oh my god, you can't even, can you see what's happening behind me? You can't, but Fiona's crawling up. Oh, and she's about to start crawling up my back. Anyways, shifters can't be unbounded because they kind of go crazy. So we follow this woman. She's 25 years old, and she's essentially lived the majority of her life unbounded. Like she has not been part of a pack or anything. She has a lot of trauma that she's dealing with. And there's like a good reason that she has for like not wanting to be part of a pack. But this is like a shifter romance. So there is like, you know, omegas, betas, alphas, you know, the whole hierarchy thing. And I guess that kind of is Omegaverse, but it's kind of Omegaverse light in my opinion. Although I'm not the best judge of Omegaverse, to be honest, because I haven't read enough of it. But comparing to what I have read, there is Omega, because there's like, it is kind of Omegaverse because there's alpha, betas, deltas, alpha, beta, deltas, and omegas. So she's an omega, and she basically has been on the run from, sorry, this is so distracting, on the run from the packs because she doesn't want to get bound because something really bad happened to her mom. And so she ends up getting captured, and they take her to one of the biggest shifter cities, put her on trial because, you know, it's like illegal to be unbound. And of course, she ends up scent matching with like one of the most powerful like alphas, you know, that are in this city. And in this world, like, you find your mate through scent matching. So she obviously reacts to this hot ass shifter dude, and so he's just like, oh my god, like, you're coming with me, you're joining my pack, like, no ifs, ands, or buts, like alpha, you know, behavior. And she's just like, fuck you, I'm not going with you. And she's like, I'm actually gonna go hang out with this pack. I love her. She's so fucking, she's so down. But because she's an omega, she doesn't actually heed, like, she doesn't actually listen to the command of the alpha. So she's like, he can't like force her to do whatever he wants. He can't exert that like alpha, you know, thing on her because she's an omega. So that's kind of like the general gist of the story, but it is a reverse harem. Okay, so there are 4 men total. Yeah, because they form a quintet. So there's 4 men, 1 woman. The way that it's described, like, they're like brothers. Not in like the actual sense of brothers, like blood brothers, but they're like, they love each other in a sense of like brothers. And they've always known that like their mate, they were gonna share their mate. So it's a reverse harem, but not like the ones that I'm like obsessed with, which is like where everybody's like, and if you have a recommendation for that, please, I need one. I feel like I haven't found one that like does it the way that I want. So if you have one, let me know. Anyways, so that's kind of the general gist of it all, right? She like, she's made it to like 4 fucking hot ass dudes, all alphas, all of them alphas. And so, okay, so the book is like 330 some pages. Does a lot happen in the book? No, I feel like not a lot of stuff happens in the book, but from the beginning, I was in it to win it. Like, I was in it and I was like, this is so good. Like, I was gripped. Literally nothing's going on. Like, the plot is going so slow. And it is mostly focusing on their relationships, and it does get a little bit repetitive at times, but I was eating it up. I was eating it up. I was like, oh my fucking god. And I just really like the different men, because they all have like different personalities. So you obviously have like the brooding alpha, like controlling as fuck guy. And then you have like the golden retriever guy who's just like, I love you so much, like I just want to make you happy. And he I loved him so much. I loved him so much. And then you have like the other one who's just kind of like, I'm not down for this, like I don't want her, like, and he's kind of like giving a little bit of like rejected mate vibes, which I love that too. And then we have the other guy who's just like super menacing and terrifying, and it's like, who the fuck is this guy? Love him too. I just loved all the men and like all their like different personality types and like what they brought with our main character, like the way that she reacted to each of them. We see some more than others, which I also really liked because it kind of made sense. Like, you're not just gonna like be going, you know, it just made more sense. This is all insanity, but it made more sense that she was like bonding to, you know, at a time, you know, in parts, rather than going all four at the same time. But yeah, what was I saying? I got distracted by that statement. This girl is so crazy right now because like she took a nap with me, so now she's all riled up and she's energized and ready to play, and it's like, girl, I'm trying to talk right now, like please let me talk. So what was I saying? Yeah, the plot is like really not that much going on. The book, not much is happening, honestly, but at the same time so much is happening with the relationships. They have like sections where they're like in a group chat. Bro, oh, and there's, oh my god, and I forgot to say, it's kind of like a hockey romance because two of the guys in this harem are hockey players. That's so it's like a hockey romance. I'm telling you, like, it's just such a fucking fun book. And it's just so giddy thinking about it. But then the fucking ending is a cliffhanger. Oh my god. And it's such an intense cliffhanger. Like, I finished it and I was like, oh my fucking god. Like, I can't. Okay, see, you're just destroying things now. Please. I was just like, holy fuck with that ending. I think the second book's coming out in 2025. So I just have to live my life with this cliffhanger. Oh my god, but I cannot wait to see what happens because I'm just so fucking invested. Like, I was like, but yeah, not a lot of plot. Mostly focusing on the relationship and just like this whole shifter vibe and just dealing with like all these different alphas. But it was so good. It was so good. I gave it 4 stars. I had a fucking blast with that. I literally didn't move from the couch the entire time. Like, me and Fiona were just chilling. Like, she napped and she would get up and go play, and then I would just stay reading, and then she'd come back and nap again. And we did that like for 3 cycles. Like, I was literally just not moving until I finished that book, and it was so good. And so I was explaining this story to Miguel because I was on the phone with him while I was like reading the final pages. And so I was like, oh my god, like I was gasping. So I was on the phone and he was like, what's going on? Just like, tell me the story. So then I was like explaining to him like this whole setup. And then he goes, oh, so like, who do you think she's gonna end up with? And I was like, honey, all of them. She's not choosing. I was like, this is not a one guy thing. She got all 4 of them. And he just started laughing. And I was like, that's so funny that you asked that. I was laughing so hard after that. But oh my god, it was so fun. And I like have no other thoughts except like, that was so fucking fun. And I blasted through it, and like, I'm with Laura Thalassa on this one. That shit was fun as fuck. And it really like, it got me out of like my little funk because that's my second book this month, and it's the 13th. And I was reading the other werewolf romance, and I was just like not in the mood to get back to that. So I was just like, let me try this. And oh my god, like truly I remember like when I binge a book like that, I'm like, this is what it's like to have fun reading. Like, where I can just blast through a book and just have the time of my life. Like, oh, it's such a great feeling. I love it so much. I really need to like stop reading books that don't give me that feeling. Yeah, it was amazing. I loved it so much. Def recommend if you like shifter romances, paranormal romance, kind of urban fantasy setting. Super fun. It's not like a really smutty book, by the way. Like, I know that it sounds like it would be because like it's this whole but there's just a lot of tension. Like, this author does a great job with the building of this tension. I just remembered something so insane, and like I feel like I don't want to tell you because like if you do read it, when you get to it, like you're gonna be like oh my god. If you read it, message me, okay? message me. Yeah, it's not like there's like spicy scenes, but there's like no like full-on smut scenes, okay? So there's just a lot of tension being built between this whole reverse harem, and obviously it's probably going to continue with the cliffhanger. Like I'm so scared. Like I'm so scared of what's going to happen, but I'm so excited to see our characters because everyone's going to flip the fuck out. Like everyone's gonna flip the fuck out. That shit was crazy. I don't know how many books are in this gonna be in the series or what, but like I would read 10 books in this series. Like yes. Okay, so that's my little review of that book. What did I say it was called? A Cruel Fate? A Curse of Fate, sorry. I need to read more from this author, to be honest, because she has one called Rejected, which I've had saved on my TBR before. I have had this saved since April 14th. But this is like it's the Shadow Beast Shifter series. Let's see. She's cast out as an outcast trader, less than dirt. When I can't take pack life any longer, I run, but apparently they don't like losing their punching bag. Torin, the leader's son, dragged me back before my first shift, a shift that will reveal my true mate. I never could have predicted who mine would be, but the moment my wolf looks upon him, I'm filled with hope for a brighter future. After all, no one ever rejects their true mate, right? Wrong, very wrong. When the wolves attack, my soul screams for vengeance, and somehow I touch the shadow world. Somehow I bring him to our lands, a shadow beast, our shifter god, the devil himself. Turns out being rejected by my mate was only the beginning. Oh, shit. It says, if you like sexy, dark paranormal romances with humor, steam, action, a tough heroine, and anti-hero, this is for you. Oh my god. Okay. I need to read this. Yeah, anyways, I need to read more from this author. You guys know I'm like really searching for that second chance romance rejected mate thing. I don't think this book would do that because it sounds like she's gonna mate with the other guy, but still, that sounds really fun. Anyways, what a time. 100th book of the year was a banger. I really needed that. Like, I really needed that. Like, oh my god, it was so good. Whew. I love paranormal romance. I love it so much. Anyways, there's my reading update. It's been a time. I bought some stuff online for my plants and I wanted to show you guys some stuff. Obviously I don't know a lot about the plant stuff, but I'm learning and it's been really fun for me. So I wanted to get this because I'm going to do this to one of my plants that I recently got, and that is moss poles. I ordered these moss poles from Merceau Plant Care, and I also ordered some of Molly's aroid mix because I got some new plants and I'm going to be putting one of them on a moss pole because it's a climber and I feel like it'll look really pretty. And I heard that these were like the best moss poles, so I decided to pick them up and try them out. I'm very excited. I'm still waiting for the Molly's mix to get here before, and I also need to get some like container pots to do the repot and add the moss pole because the container that this little plant is in is too small, obviously, for that, since I did order it on Etsy. But I'm very excited to do that repot. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. I don't know if it's going to be in this vlog or the next one. But I'll probably include some footage whenever it happens. I'm very excited about it. Hopefully I don't kill my plant. I'm nervous, but I have a lot of fun learning more about houseplants. Even though I'm like, oh my god, what if I kill this plant that I bought online? Oh, I'm scared. So I got that. I also got a new body mist. I really want to talk about this because it smells so fucking good. And it is the matcha. I don't know what brand this is, but I bought it at Ulta. But this is what it looks like, and this color is super pretty. It's like this bright green, but this smells so fucking good. It smells super, super fresh. Oh my god. I'm obsessed, and I'm actually drinking matcha right now. There's a hair on my cup. And I literally, even if you don't, just go smell it. Just go to Ulta. Go smell this. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with it. I got that, and I also picked up a new lipstick. This is called, this is NYX Lingerie XXL. I love this lipstick range from NYX. And the color is Unhooked, because I'm looking for a nice gray lipstick. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know. But this is like a very, it's not really, it's kind of a grayish brown. I don't know if you guys, hopefully you can see that. My camera is being annoying. Can y'all see that? She being, okay. It's like a grayish brown lipstick. How pretty. I want like an actually gray lipstick. And then I also got OPI Nail Envy because my nails keep snapping. I don't know what's going on, but my nails keep like peeling, so it's very annoying. So I thought I would try the OPI Nail Envy and see if that works with as a nail strengthener. We'll see. So yeah, those are just like some random things that I have acquired recently. Literally, please go smell this. Oh my god. It should be illegal how good that smells. Actually, why not? I felt like Bilbo Baggins there, where he's like, why not? Why shouldn't I take it, you know? I'm not talking about the One Ring. I'm talking about the matcha. Let me put that shit on. Oh my god, it smells so good. Anyways, so now that I'm, you know, I've taken my nap, I have my matcha, I've updated y'all on the shifter thing that has been in my head since I finished it yesterday. I've been wanting to talk about it because I'm like, Okay, I just remembered what we were gonna do, and that was to go through the Goodreads Choice Awards, because I haven't voted, and I thought it would be fun to go through it together. I'm not the best at the Goodreads Choice Awards because I don't really read a lot of popular books, I feel, so I might not actually even know half of these books, but the ones I do know, I have strong opinions on, so I think it'll be fun. So let us go. Okay, so here's the first page, readers' favorite fiction. This, I'm like, girl, I don't know if I can vote because I don't really read fiction in a, like, you know what I mean. I read a lot of fiction, but I don't read this type of fiction. And I have no thoughts on any of these books, honestly. I feel like probably the one that's going to win is Sally Rooney. Yeah, I would imagine that she's the predicted winner for this. So yeah, I'm not even going to vote on that. Historical fiction, also I'm not the best at historical fiction, to be honest. So I have no thoughts on any of these. Do I have a prediction of who I think is going to win? Probably Kristen Hanna. I feel like she's always on these lists. Oh, no. I think maybe Silvia Moreno Garcia could win. The Seventh Veil of Salome. I didn't even know that she had come out with another book. That's crazy. Well, I'll vote for Silvia Moreno Garcia, so that's my choice on that one. Mystery thriller, also not the best. I don't really read a lot of mysteries or thrillers. I hate thrillers. I feel like Riley Sager's for sure gonna win. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna win. My vote, I'm not even gonna vote because I do not like thrillers. Romance, here we go. Oh my god. See, now you give me something. You guys know that Leather and Lark is like one of my favorite books of the year, so I already know for sure I'm gonna vote for that. I don't think that's gonna win. I think I'm gonna vote for it, but I feel like it's either gonna be Abby Jimenez, because I feel like everybody was obsessed with Just for the Summer. Allie Hazelwood, maybe, but I feel like Bride is very like, you either loved it or you like were very about it. I was very about Bride. A very disappointing book for me. Or Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage could win too, because I feel like a lot of people really got into cowboy romance this year. A Wild Love. But I also heard really good things about Kennedy Ryan's This Could Be Us. These are really good. I'm going to be very interested to see who wins the romance category, but I'm voting for Leather and Lark because I love Leather and Lark. Ooh, romantasy. Okay. I have been so bad at romantasy this year, but oh, for sure Sarah J. Maas is taking this. Yeah, I'm like, I'm 1,000% sure House of Flame and Shadow is going to win. But these are all really good ones, like, that people have been reading a lot. I literally have heard about all of these books, to be honest. I haven't read them. I've been on a romantasy break pretty much the majority of this year. Who would I vote for? I literally haven't read any of them, but I really want to read When the Moon Hatched really bad. I have that one. I started it and I haven't finished it. Phantasma, I literally showed you guys in this video too. I want to read that. The Spell Shop, also want to read that. Although that's like more cozy. I'm surprised it's considered romantasy. Yeah, very interesting. I will vote for When the Moon Hatched because I want to read that. Also, I really want to read Quicksilver because I feel like that one also was a big fave. Ugh, Empire of the Damned. I'm so scared to start that one, guys. Oh my god. An Academy for Liars. Blackbird Oracle is also on my list. The Familiar. I feel like Leigh Bardugo would take this one. Or TJ Klune. Yeah, I feel like those would be... I want to read the Cattail Assassins. I literally had an arc for that, and I just never read it because I'm terrible at reading arcs. But yeah, I haven't read any of these. I've literally haven't been reading any fantasy. Well, like traditional fantasy. I read some fantastical books for sure. Who should I vote for? I knew I wasn't going to be great at this because I don't read a lot of popular books, but I feel like I really want to read Empire of the Damned, so I'm just going to cast my vote for that because I want to read that. I'm scared. All right, science fiction. Have I read any of those science fiction picks? I have not. These all look really good, though. Oh, wait. No way. I had no idea that they did another book in the Southern Reach trilogy. What? 10 years. What is this? Okay. How did I not know that? Wow. That's wild. I feel like James S.A. Corey, The Gods of Mercy, or Mercy of the Gods is going to be the winner. Is this no. Oh, this is the first book in a series. Never mind. I thought it was the final book in the other series they had. That's really interesting. Maybe Absolution because Southern Reach is such a popular sci-fi series. That's interesting. I'm not going to vote because I have no thoughts. Oh my god, horror. Here we go. I don't know why I'm excited because like I said, I haven't been reading a lot of popular books. Oh, but there's some really good ones. I feel like We Used to Live Here is probably going to win because that like blew up like crazy. These are all books that I do. Oh my god, I hated What Feast at Night. I hated that. The Bog Wife, I want to read it, but I feel like, I don't know, seems like more literary. Who am I going to vote for? I haven't read any of these titles. Or The Eyes Are the Best Part. I want to read that one, so I'm going to vote for The Eyes Are the Best Part. Or Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle too. Debut novel. Oh, yeah. That's interesting. What is this one? The Truth According to Ember. Chickasaw woman who can't catch a break serves up a little white lie that snowballs into much more in this witty and irresistible rom-com. Oh, that's cute. That sounds so fun. Oh, I wish I liked contemporary romance, honestly. That's honestly, I think, my biggest red flag. I'm going to vote for The Eyes Are the Best Part. I just want her to win. Audiobook, also terrible. I don't freaking listen to audiobooks. Literally no thoughts on here. I don't read a young adult. This is going to be a tough one because there's some really... Oh, The Invocations. Yes. I say I don't read young adult. The Invocations. I loved that by Crystal Sutherland. So, so good. I hope it wins. I doubt it, though. There's some, like, really good ones in here. Like, very, like, popular titles. Maybe Air by Saba Tahir, because I know that that was, like, super, like, anticipated release for a lot of people. Maybe Reckless. I know a lot of people were waiting for that one as well. Heartless Hunter, I remember, did its rounds a lot as well. All This Twisted Glory, that was, like, the final book from that series, could also win. Let's see, young adult fiction. Yeah, I have no thoughts on this one either. This is not very exciting on my part, honestly. Oh my god, nonfiction? That's like even worse. I do not read a lot of nonfiction. I want to read Want by Gillian Anderson. But I feel like it kind of make me sad. I don't know why. I just feel like it would kind of make me sad about all these women having these like needs that are just never met. I don't know if I want to read it. I think it would make me sad. Memoirs. Oh, I love Drew. I think she's so funny. I hope she wins. She's like the most interesting person on here. Liz Cheney. Oh my god. Or the third Gilmore Girl. I feel like that could also... She probably would win that one. But I will vote for Drew because I love Drew. Yeah, there's no way. History biographies? Absolutely not. Is that the final one? I think it's the final one. Yeah. Well, let's cast a vote. The Kennedys and the women they destroyed? Jesus Christ. Ooh. This looks good. Women in the Valley of the Kings. The Untold Story of Women Egyptologists in the Gilded Age. Let's vote for that one. Okay, I think we're done with that. So, not very exciting because I obviously do not read enough popular... I don't read enough popular books, apparently, which actually makes a lot of sense. I'm excited to see what makes it to the final round, though. So, yeah, that was my Goodreads Choice Award. Let me know what you voted for. Any books that you think I really need to get to. Obviously, probably a lot of them. I just don't read popular books. It just doesn't happen that often for me. Okay. See y'all later. Guys, so today is, what is today? Thursday. It is the last day for this vlog. I'm actually gonna be closing it out now just so that I can get a head start on like finishing its editing. uploading it for early access, and then publishing this on Sunday. So yeah, I'm ahead of schedule, which is great. Also, I wanted to say I'm currently wearing the lipstick that I showed you guys in this video, Unhooked, and I'm obsessed. Like, it is a really nice gray brown, and it's a lot grayer than I thought it would. I thought it might lean more brown, but I feel like it leans more gray, and it's really pretty. So big fan of that lipstick, just in case you wanted to see it on. I really like it. Sorry, I need to like fix this color. Also, this is a shirt that I got at the estate sale. It's just like a turtleneck with stripes. So we read 2 books, A Curse of Fate and Goddess of Filth, both 4 stars. Loved them. I didn't do any more reading in A Wolf in the Garden. I still have to continue. I'm at the same page, 116 pages in. I still want to give it 100 more pages. I'm just haven't been in the mood to read it right now. So if you made it to the end of the video and you want to leave me an emoji just to say hi, let's do the blood drop emoji for Goddess of Filth. If you know, you know. Let's do that emoji for the video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to keep with more content from me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.